Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. You know, it's one of those you have a days off, and it seems like you got to go back to work to have a day off.
Exactly. My body is so tired.
I'm so sore.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do a ton. I did some stuff, but it was enough to keep me busy. Friday, we went up and saw my son. He was coming down in California for something, and we met him in Chico, had breakfast, and then turned around and came home. And then we did so much that day. We're like, it's 6 o'clock. It seems like we had a full day, even though we drove 6 hours. We is a loose term.
Yes. I got the wee this morning.
Yeah.
Well, your yard's looking good
for dirt and weeds gone. Yeah.
But I mean, it looks like you got a plan going.
I've had a plan. It's just a matter of getting it out there.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a plan. Marcia has a totally different plan. So
well,
you know how that works.
When you're married.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. I just say, what's our plan?
I tried that, but it,
anymore,
it doesn't really work 100%. So anyway. All right. So inventory, we're up last week, 16,532 nationwide. So we're at 594,548.
That's so huge.
Well, so if you look at last year at this time, we only had 433,838.
Yeah.
If I do my arithmetic, that's like 160,000 difference. 161,000.
Yeah. Darn near.
But that's still nothing close to 2015 when we had a 1.130 million.
Yeah. It's the increase in inventory is still lackluster as far as the increase in demand, because it's still outstripping it.
Yeah, well, if it's a nice house in a nice location, decent house, I should say, not always, nice is a loose term,
right?
It's going to go. And people are, I've had people recently looking at things, and the sellers go, I want 515. It's worth 480.
Yeah. But if you put it on the market for 480, maybe you get 515 because everybody wants it.
Yeah. Well, that's after the people move out and clean it up and stage it. And all that. So now you just wasted money. There you go. Why don't you just split the difference and sell it to the renters?
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea because then you don't have to deal with anything. They already know the problems of the house.
Yep.
Because they've lived there. And they'll go, oh, we don't need this. We don't need that. Or they might not. Anyway, one thing I wanted to get about is the fact that this year there's damn lies, and statistics. In 2024, there's 35% of listings that are getting price cut. In 2023, there's only 30%, and in 2022, there was 23%.
Makes sense.
So people, I think, are going, okay, we're going to price it a little bit more than we should.
Which I think is the dumbest thing in the world to do. Don't do it. Let the market drive it up.
Why is not my house selling?
Yeah,
it's overpriced.
But if I put it on the market for that lower amount and they come in at a full price offer, I'll have to accept it.
Right.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You could say, well, I was just putting my foot in the water, or the toe in the water, just to test it out, and I don't like the test results.
Yeah, but you can always find things that cut that price out.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so this week is heavy on the actual housing, what's going up with housing. We got pending home sales this week. We have somebody who needs to take a nap.
No kidding.
Personal consumption expenditure. So we got some inflation stuff coming this week also. So first, let's talk about the FHFA, the Federal Housing Finance Agency Housing Price Index.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so it measures home prices that appreciate on single-family homes with conforming loan limits. Yeah, that's right. I usually have them the other way. Usually do Case-Shiller first. That's why it's throwing me off. It increased by 1% in March, decreased 0.4% year over year, and from the previous revised report of 7.1 to 6.7. So we're still up 6.7% year over year. That's still a good number for what we're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Case-Shiller Home Price Index, which looks at residential real estate across the United States, doesn't take anything out. The national index, which cover all 9 U.S. census. I can't talk today.
Divisions.
I can say the word division. It was the census that was throwing me off.
You did it just fine.
Reported a 6.5% annual gain in March, up from 6.4 read in February. Lies, damn lies, statistics.
And statistics.
So basically what we're saying is house values are going up still nationwide.
Well, they kind of are.
Yeah, well, we know that.
There's a few locations where they're not.
we weren't here. We weren't here on Friday because I told you we did some other things.
Yeah.
Durable good orders came in April. This is for the Friday report. We was up 0.7, which was much stronger than estimates of a negative 0.8. However, the previous read of 2.6% was revised lower to 1.8% to 0.8%. So factoring in all that, today's read fell 1%, which was worse than expected. Core durable goods rose 0.3, which looked like it was stronger than estimates of 0.1. But again, the big negative revision of the previous month is bringing it down to a negative 0.1, a negative 0.1. Yeah. 1/10.
Negative
1/10.
Gotcha.
That's not 1%. That's 1/10. When factoring all that in today, it's a big zero. It's less than I expect. Bottom line, after looking at the report and looking deeper in the headline, it was weak, and another sign that spending is slowing.
Spending is slowing.
Yeah, first was retail sales that show it, and now durable goods. So that's not good for some. That's good for us. That'll be good for the bond market long term.
Right.
The biggest things we're going to look at this week, because we had Case-Shiller today, FHA today. Wednesday, we have mortgage application, Fed beige book. Thursday is first quarter GDP second read.
Okay.
Initial jobless claims and pending home sales. But really what we're going to look at is on Friday, the personal consumption expenditure, which is the Fed's favorite gauge of inflation. That'll tell us where we're going.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say we're in an inflationary period.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would say.
We still are. And
we still are.
What the problem is this government's, and I tried to listen to no news for 4 days.
Yeah.
And then you get it all today. And one of the biggest things is the transportation, what Pete Dummett did was, basically first he was not around for 6 months, which caused all those backup of all those container ships because he was on.
Baby.
What? Then get somebody else to take over the job. I understand that, but 6 months?
Yeah.
Not 6 weeks, 6 months?
Letting things just sit by the wayside.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get to it someday. Who cares? Oh, enjoy your baby. We don't care about the rest of the country. Your baby's more important than the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Anyway, back up.
Yeah.
So they had this, they want to expand the EV and forcing it down everybody's throat. They said they're going to build millions of 500,000 charging stations nationwide.
How many do they have now?
So they've been almost in office 4 years.
Right.
They have 8.
They
built in 8. Yeah, Tesla's done way more than they have done.
Right.
Tesla does 8 right in one place.
Idiots.
They were going to put more, but they can't get the diesel generators to hook up very well.
And if you talk to some Tesla owners, more and more Tesla owners, more and more EV car owners are tired of the increase in time for a trip. So let's say you're going to go to San Diego from Modesto, and you got to charge maybe 3 times. So
there's no fast charging.
Well, I don't know. I have a old gas generated vehicle,
which the time to fill up just is how long it takes you to fill up. And so if I do one of the Boyettes down off of, they're not Boyette anymore, but off of 9th Street,
right,
I can fill up my 31 tank diesel within a minute and a half.
Right.
If I go to the regular diesel places, you're talking 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does 10 minutes at the most if you had to wait in line, a little bit, which it sounds like we're going to be waiting in line again. Was it hour or more?
You also got to wait. Charge? Yeah, but you also got to wait in line.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So it's like you're better off flying. Can you wait till they turn the planes into electric? We're sorry, we got to descend and recharge.
We're going to have a couple of those air tankers come around with an air extension cord and plug you in.
Anyway, it's just, just get out there. Don't worry about what's going on. This is kind of a slower week because some people have taken off most of the week.
Yep.
Some people haven't. But I'm still being asked to qualify people, which is, that's what my job is.
It is.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, not just to qualify. Your job is to close the escrow.
Well, that's easy. That's the easy job.
To fund the loan.
That's the easy job.
Yeah,
it's just getting it put together and making sure everything works.
Hey, by the way, let me say something real quick. You're in escrow.
Mm-hmm.
You're the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I wrote the contract, just me. I signed it, the husband or the wife. I signed it.
Mm-hmm.
Buyer says to the lender, 0 hour. Docs are coming. Hey, before you draw docs, can we add my wife to the loan
They
as a
title,
but
not loan.
but the loan docs came with her name on the loan docs.
It will.
So
One or two parts will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, oh yeah, no problem.
Mhm.
Okay, let me tell you, from the lender side,
It's no problem.
It's not a problem. From the realtor side,
It's
it's
not
a
a problem.
huge problem.
No, you just got to get them to
No.
sign all the contracts and sign an addendum.
You have a 3-day right of rescission in 4 or 5 different places that are not waivable. Transfer disclosure statement, natural hazard zone disclosure statement, those two alone. 3-day right of rescission, right? You're supposed to close tomorrow. They're signing loan docs today, and they say, oh, we can fund and record the same day. Not with adding her. This will happen, and it did happen. 3-day right of rescission, you got to sign all the contracts, you got to sign all the disclosures, and then you got to let that 3 days go by before you can fund the loan and close the escrow. So, guys, don't do it.
No,
or if you're thinking about it, do it
all
earlier.
mine are done early, unless
do it earlier. I mean, if you're
because they should be on the pre-approval letter with them, but just let you guys know they're only on title.
Yeah, and they're not on the pre-approval letter with them.
No, that's what I'm saying. They should be on
right.
The pre-approval, how the name is on there is how the name should be all the way through.
Exactly.
And that sometimes people don't do that. It's like, they'll fill out application and put their middle name on it. It's like, what's your middle name? I need at least your initial I want to put on here, because that way then it gets rid of all the other ones who don't have a middle initial when they do that page down to see who you are.
Or they give you their legal name, Vincent D. DeMilo, and you write the contract Vince DeMilo. You got a little bit of a problem, because now the title company is like, well, what name is it?
Well, we go off the driver's license.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I do.
You should.
Yeah. So you get the driver's licenses up front, and that's how you fill out everything all the way through.
Right. I agree.
But some people don't care.
And if you want the wife to be on title, we give you, you've got all my disclosures within 4 days of acceptance, usually within 2 days, but 4 days tops. Have her sign everything, and then inform, we need an AOAA, adding her to the contract.
I thought you were going to say AOC. I was going,
really? No, she's too stupid to be added to a contract. It will fail. And then you're done, because you got 2 more weeks.
So what you're saying is, please do it before a week before closing, at least.
And you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Just do it.
I mean, but on our side, we just like, okay, well, we just need, no big deal.
It's easy peasy for you guys.
We just add it on the one page and do everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. So which ones cause the 3-day national hazard?
NHD and transfer disclosure statement. Transfer disclosure seller property questionnaire is tied to the natural hazard zone disclosure. No, to the transfer disclosure statement, and so are the agent visual inspection disclosure addendums. They're tied to that TDS. So all those have the 3-day right of rescission.
Yeah, but okay. So what you need to do is, if you're going to do this last minute and you're going to do it, you have to let everybody know it's going to extend escrow, because here's the thing you don't want to do. You don't want to add them on afterwards, because it messes up with the title insurance.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
I do.
Yeah. So you don't want to do it afterwards. Like they used to say, we'll just add them as a grant deed at the end. Well, that messes with title insurance.
Unless you have the title company do it.
That's why you want to do it through escrow and title. Yes. Right. Then it's part of it. It's all protected.
Right.
All right. That's all I have.
That's all I have too.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Guys, just do it early. You're going to do it.
At all, 9 times out of 10, please do it early. Yeah. There's going to be that one time that all of a sudden they go, oh, I have my girlfriend. Can I add her?
Because I kind of like her and I still want to date her for a
while.
How
about you wait?
She's pissed that I'm buying a house. I ruined it.
Because I had a client ask me before, should I add my girlfriend on? I said, hell no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not until you're married, because too many things can happen. And she never liked me after that. Even when they got married, she's never liked me after that.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
That's fine.
If you're not being used to qualify,
you're there,
and you're not married,
advice.
And you're not that, then, and if you're not in a partnership, kind of thing, then if you're in domestic partnership, that's different.
Yeah.
But unless you can prove that, then
boyfriend, girlfriend, that could change in a week.
You can change in an hour.
One bad night out.
That's right. Yeah.
One
bad phone call. Yeah. All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here.
See you guys all tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday.
Yes, it is. Short week.
Yep.
All right. Bye.